Seated in any comfortable seated posture, preferably the lotus pose, Padmasana, or any other sage pose. We come into Hakini Mudra. Hakini Mudra is nothing but joining of all the fingertips. Hakini Mudra is nothing but joining of all the fingertips. So thumb to thumb, index finger to index finger, middle finger, ring fingertip, little fingertip, little fingertip. This mudra helps us recollect something that we've forgotten. So suppose we've lost something, just unable to find it. We don't know where we kept it last, a piece of jewelry or some keys. And it is said that once we come into Hakini Mudra, keep our eyes closed but roll our balls upwards, eyeballs are up, and the tongue tip touches the gums and goes down. On inhale and exhale, we will immediately be able to remember where we have kept it, or what that memory entails, or what that person who we are talking to, if we need to introduce him to, say, a spouse or someone with us, we immediately recollect the name, it is said. Hakini Mudra, fingertips touching each other, eyes closed, eyeballs raised, tongue going up to the gums, literally at the heart palate. On inhale, drop down. On exhale, for memory. It is said also that it improves respiration, the lung capacity. Hakini Mudra. And there is one more beautiful benefit to Hakini Mudra, which is activating the large intestine to help digestion. So for those of us who suffer from acidity, constipation, digestion gets better with Hakini Mudra. That is with one variation. In that variation, the index fingertip touches the thumb tip. So we just move out by one. Index fingertip of the right hand, thumb tip of the left, and then we have one finger empty. So in the left hand, we have the ring finger empty. In the right hand, we have the thumb empty. This is for the large intestines. Normal Hakini Mudra for the lungs and for memory. And Hakini Mudra with a variation for the large intestines. So we do the normal Hakini Mudra first. To start with Kapalbhati. With eyes gently closed, we start active exhalations, very, very strong, intense and cross. Lambi, loud or sthul. We discontinue Kapalbhati to do the Hakini Mudra breath. Inhale, tongue up, exhale, tongue down, inhale towards the gums, exhale back towards the teeth. Eyeballs are rolled up. Discontinue the equal breath and once again start Kapalbhati in Hakini Mudra. One for remembering, recollecting the memory, sharpening it, trying to remember something that is lost or a name that we've forgotten, and much more. Recollecting. In Kapalbhati, discontinue and do the Hakini Mudra breath, tongue up, Purak, tongue down, Rechak, up to the gum, down to the teeth. Eyeballs are up, raised. If Hakini Mudra can work on the memory, on recollecting, helping us not forget, it means it also helps us with Alzheimer's. It also helps the tremor, the shivering, to come down and finally stop. It also helps age-related forgetfulness. It also helps to calm the mind. Hakini Mudra, just a touch of the fingertips. Eyeballs rolled up while doing the mudra, tongue up and down on puraks and rechaks. Suit your capacity of the intensity, sthul to sukshma, but continue the movement. Discontinue the tongue movement now to do Bhastrika, the bellows breath in Hakini Mudra. That's how Bhastrika goes. Active inhale, soundfully. Active exhale, soundfully. So along with getting back memory, remembering something that we've forgotten, we're also working on the capacity of our lungs, post-COVID or pre-COVID, building immunity, reversing asthma, reversing bronchitis, building up lung capacity so that fibrosis stops from increasing, and overall pumping the lungs with oxygenated air, emptying them of deoxygenated air. Bhastrika, the bellows breath in Hakini Mudra. If you're finding this too intense, especially those who are prone to getting dizziness, vertigo, heavy-headed, due to Bhastrika, that's heavy breathing, bellows breath, can go slow, reduce the intensity. or change intensities. Move on to fast and loud. Cross from soft and subtle, slow. Keep moving. The intensity, the pace, the volume, the speed. Discontinue Bhastrika. Continue staying in Hakini Mudra to do the Hakini Mudra, eyes and tongue. Eyeballs raised up, tongue in puraks going up, in rechaks coming down. Bring the eyeballs back to normal. Eyes are still closed. Discontinue the tongue movement of Hakini Mudra. Making sure we don't do palming after any mudra. We come out of the Hakini Mudra to rest our wrists on our knees. We now start with equal breath, inhaling to a count of 7, exhaling to a count of 9, making our breaths equal because exhalations get longer than inhalations. Equal breath, Samavritti Pranayam, ratio 7:9 in Puraks. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Purak 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rechak 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 1 inhale for 7, 1 exhale for 9. In the same equal breath, Samavritti Pranayam, we now introduce Antar Kumbhak and Bahir Kumbhak. That is retention on inhale and on exhale, on Rechak and on Purak and on Rechak. So inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. So remember this one. I'm giving you a variation of 7 is to 4 is to 9 is to 4 on Purak Antar Kumbhak Re Jak Bahir Kumbhak. Let's begin. 3 sets. On finishing the third round of the 7 is to 4 is to 9 is to 4 of Samavritti Pranayam, equal breath, we do the panting breath, Swan Pranayam, followed by abdominal breaths. Palms on the knees, the Padmasana knees. Only those who cannot sit in Padmasana will sit in Ardha Padmasana. Those who have knee conditions will keep their legs straight. Palms are on the knees and we stick the tongue out. To inhale and exhale like a panting dog. Swan Pranayama. The saliva is an excellent serum, tonic, astringent, cleanser, stain remover, whitening, lotion. After doing Swan Pranayam, there will first be dryness and then salivation. Use the saliva to reverse dryness in the eyes, to reverse macular degeneration, to bring freshness in the eyes, to decrease myopia, to get better vision and eyesight, or use it on the face to reverse darkening of the skin. As I often say, urine rubbings, saliva application, massage of the amniotic fluid, reusing the sweat for a massage has amazing therapeutic benefits. So post Swan Pranayam, make sure you're not wasting your saliva. One more round. Swan Pranayam. Stick the tongue out. Look cockeyed in Nasagraha Mudra. Do the panting breath, inhales and exhales in Swan Pranayam to oxygenate your lungs, to clear the nasal and throat passages. Swan Pranayam is a Gala Swasan, a throat breath. Discontinue Swan Pranayama. Notice how you feel at this time in the throat. There are feelings of overcoming suppression, being able to express. You notice how my voice itself completely changed post Swan Pranayama. That suppression, that introvertedness comes out into, I want to go heal the world. I want to teach Swan Pranayama and influence 1 lakh lives in a year. I want to make sure I express what I feel without being angry or rude. Swan Pranayama is about the panting dog. It's about overcoming suppression, about being able to express, about getting rid of guilt, about clearing the larynx and the epiglottis and the glottis, about removing mucus from the throat so that we stop doing the expectorations in the morning. 1 more round, Swan Pranayama. Immediately after discontinuing, remove the Nasagraha Mudra to start with abdominal breaths. Inhale, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Exhale, bring it back to normal. This abdominal inflation is a wake up for the intestines, large and small. The stomach, the liver, the spleen, the gallbladder, especially the gallbladder. All the way from the muscle of the diaphragm till down there, almost till the anus, almost till the appendix. We are inflating fully, waking up paralyzed intestines, paralyzed liver. It's a wake-up call, abdominal breaths for every organ. The ductless glands, pancreas, so a gland and a muscle called the diaphragm. This abdominal breath now converts again into Purak, Antar Kumbhak, Rechak, and Bahir Kumbhak in the abdomen. Inhaling, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Hold. Exhale, bring it back to normal. Hold. This ratio, same as a Samavritti Pranayam ratio, 7:4:9:4. Abdominal breaths, Purak, Antar Kumbha, Rechak, Bahir Kumbha. Take away these golden nuggets from me. Wake up the organs, the ductless glands, the muscle with abdominal breaths. Pura 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Andakumbha 2, 3, 4. Recha 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bahir Kumbha 2, 3, 4. Last round. We're now going to share what our major takeaway was in today's session. So anyone who's ready to say a takeaway, just unmute yourselves. Others continue doing Kapalbhati. As soon as your name is said, you will share the takeaway. Others are doing Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati. You have to hear. You don't need to see. Aarti is going to be ready to unmute herself and share a takeaway from today. No questions just now, okay? Only takeaway because the session is going on, yeah? No asking, no clarifying anything, and no repeating for those who joined in late for the Hakini Mudra. Go ahead, Aarti.
Yeah, the Hakini Mudra was totally unique, Bijal, because I find I forget things. So for me, it was really eye-opening to do it, and especially also I have digestion also. So that there is a variation that helps with digestion. So I really benefited today. So thank you so much for introducing it and making us do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Removing spotlight. Anyone else who would like to share a takeaway, and please make sure others are doing Kapalbhati. So those who forgot to do Kapalbhati while Aarti was sharing, write a me in the chat box. Those who forgot to do Kapalbhati, see how much awareness we are increasing. Go to the chat box and write me. Always this chat box is about an acknowledgement, okay? It's not, it's about sharing with the tribe, oops, or here, or yes, I noticed it, or a count, or a number. It's about nothing else. We are not in some marathon. Anyone else who wants to share a takeaway? Saroj, go and unmute yourself, my dear, and share your takeaway. Others, please don't unmute yourselves, because if anyone else, I'm allowing unmuting, that's why. Will unmute, then the sounds and the disturbances in your room or the house will disturb the speaker and the others, okay? Others, please do Kapalbhati. Go ahead, Saroj.
Yeah, I have started actually very late today. I got up 6:15, so I started late. So I'm in between. Sorry.
I thought you had unmuted yourself for a sharing. I don't want any other messages just now because this is amidst the session. Pilu, you're doing a super job with your Kapalabhatis. Nazneen, go ahead, unmute yourself and say, Nazneen, whatever message is there. Maybe it's some important message which will help everyone, dear. Unmute yourself. Unmute, dear.
Okay, fine. So I was just saying that I very naturally put my hands like this and think over the years. So I was very happy to hear that it's actually a mudra which helps me to think and helps my digestion. Thank you.
How wonderful is that? Thank you, Nazneen. Thank you. So this is what happened with me also, friends. Just mute yourself, Nazneen. This is also what happened with the first time I did. Please continue Kapalbhati. Please continue Kapalbhati. You can even do it in the Hakini Mudra. So the first 1 or 2 times, years back, when I did the Hakini Mudra, not only after the mudra or during the mudra, but even through the day, I was getting memories of my childhood. I actually saw, I used to live in Ghatkopar in this bungalow with a well behind. We had a cow, we had a buffalo, we had a Mehtaji, a Munimji, a big chowk that is a ground, big trees, really ancient trees. And I could actually see even the chain, the sakri of the toilets, which we used to literally poop on those two bricks on outside, it was that kind of a very village suburban life. And the full day, I was seeing the steps of our bungalow, the well, the holi which we used to burn the fire for the holika the previous day. That much. And I kept thinking, how come all this is happening? And I realized, oops, of course, here is the connection. Hakini Mudra. My mom may be around, Renuben must be around. So they probably know what I'm talking about, right, Renuben? Awesome. So Hakini Mudra, imagine this happened with me when I first did it few years back, continuously for 3 days. So if we keep on saying we're forgetting stuff, maybe Hakini Mudra will help us. And here there is Nazneen, there are others. Anyone else for a last takeaway from today we did, in case you want to recap, Hakini Mudra. Then there was another mudra which was shown, which goes in a crisscross. I repeatedly spoke about benefits of the Hakini Mudra. And then there is a crisscross, which means the index finger starts at the thumb. So the right hand's thumb and the left hand's ring finger remain out. This is for the large intestine, so it helps digestion. Okay, so this is also another great mudra. Amidst this mudra, we were doing Kapalbhatis, we were doing Bhastrikas, we did Samavritti, Pranayams, we did all Puraks, Antarkumbhaks, Rechaks and Bahir Kumbhaks to ratios of 7:4, 9:4 of each one in every count. Okay, so those were today's takeaways. I said benefits several times, so you will be able to relate beautifully to the benefits. Yeah, Bhabhi, Kaka, someone had raised a hand. Do you know how to unmute? Beena Bhabhi, Neville, Madhu, go ahead, my dear. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I really liked that abdominal breath with the kumbhak, antar kumbhak and bahir kumbhak.
Yes.
Yeah, kumbhak.
Awesome. So let's do it. Let's do it one more.
Yeah, I think
because
it's really powerful. And Hakini Mudra I missed because I joined in late, but I would love to learn again whenever you take it up.
I just repeated it.
Yeah, I know.
Hakini
But
Mudra is just the fingertips.
I know,
Eyebrows up and inhale up. Madhu, you yourself are so instrumental in spreading the goodness of yoga. So for you to know Hakini Mudra, anything for you, my dear, and for the latecomers, Saroj, I repeat, touching of the 5 fingertips, eyes closed, eyeballs raised, this tongue, inhale up, exhale down towards the gums and down. All right. Generally, instructions I give on my own, but I'm sure I'll find images on internet or in my mudra books. So I will post it on the chat.
I think it's absolutely amazing what you just said.
It happened, and my bua is here, Renuben, and she went, yes, because she's seen all that about Ghatkopar. I'm getting goosebumps saying that. Mom is here, and you will probably even notice this. And this is beautiful because
even as I'm doing it, I can feel it, all the 5 fingers, sucking energy and going up into the brain, everything I can. It's too amazing.
Yeah.
So powerful.
And it's very funny how I thought of sharing this with you. We were at a Sangeet and a wedding on Saturday at the Taj, and we were just, so many friends were sharing that, oh my God, sometimes if you've met someone after COVID or after a very long time, even if you want to introduce him or her, it's like maybe to someone who's with you, you're like, oh my God, I've forgotten his name. You can't introduce or her name. All right. And at that time, they say Hakini Mudra helps. And I just went into a Hakini Mudra and I said, Rishabh, immediately. And I was introducing my friend to the Rishabh. And that's when I said, I want to share this with my tribe on Monday, because I'd forgotten about it. And my experience was beautiful when I had first done it.
I think it's supersonic. Absolutely amazing it is. Too good.
Okay. The time is up to end today's session. So let's end it properly now.
I would like to even learn later on whenever it's convenient, that crisscross thing. I don't get it properly.
Yeah. It's very simple. Madhu, learn it now only. Instead of the touch of the 5 fingertips, the index fingertip starts from the thumb instead of the thumb starting from the thumb.
Okay, understood.
So right hand's index finger, left hand's thumb. And then we go on middle finger to index, ring finger to middle finger, little finger to ring finger. So this little finger in the left hand and the thumb in the right hand remain open. This is for our large intestines. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, dear. So let's end today's session holding the Hakini Mudra and finishing off with 11 Bhastrikas and then silence. Okay, don't say thank you or anything. 11 Bhastrikas and then just log out. Thank you all. Hari Om Tat Sat. Again, one more, the takeaway, the tip, after doing any mudra, this tribe is getting intensely into mudras now. Please don't do palming to know the difference, the benefits of the mudras, okay? Share takeaways anytime when it is time to share takeaways.
What is the name?
Have Bharat Bhai, Mahesh Kaka, so many of us today, Nazneen shared a takeaway. So many of us have some awesome takeaways. Yeah, always share to motivate, to encourage everyone else.
What is the name of this crisscross mudra?
Hakini Mudra's variation.
Okay, thank you so much. It's too good. Too amazing.